Today, I'm going to share with you a strategy that I have created to help me integrate difficult experiences from the past as I continue in my mission of self-awareness, growth, and self-love. Stay tuned. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily Alcina, and my hope is to continue providing you tools, motivations, and inspiration so you can continue in your path of self-awareness, growth, healing, and love. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you a strategy that I have created that I have now become my routine, something that I do every single morning to help me integrate difficult experiences from the past, difficult emotions that surface when I am having a difficult day, and something that continues to bring me into a higher self-awareness, growth, and love. So one of the things that I learned in my own path of healing, growth, and self-awareness is that I needed to carve time for myself. This is uninterrupted time where no one will come and interrupt my process. The only time that I could find for myself, as I have a young 3-year-old, is at 4 o'clock in the morning. I know, very early, but that's the only time that I can carve for myself where I can guarantee that I'll have no interruptions. So what I do is that I sit. The first thing that I do is I have a space that feels safe, that feels cozy, warm, a space that I can go there right away and I can sit and I have my journal and I start to write. And what I write about is that I'm looking for how am I feeling. I'm doing a check-in. I'm checking with myself. So I'm writing about how I'm feeling in that moment. Maybe I had a difficult dream that brought some emotions. Maybe I just woke up feeling a certain way, or I write about the feelings that I was experiencing the day before that they may still be lingering around. So all I'm doing is a check-in and just figuring out what emotions are there for me. Once I find out what I feel, I usually give myself a one-pager. So I write one page, I write these emotions, and then I proceed to my next process, which is I start the process of tapping. Those who don't know what tapping is, you can do a quick Google search and it will tell you exactly what tapping is. But the way that the tapping starts is with a sentence, a very powerful sentence that I love. And the sentence goes like this. Even though I am feeling, so let's say, even though I'm feeling afraid, or I'm feeling angry, or I'm feeling sad or upset, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So from there, that's the beginning sentence. Then I go into tapping into accepting that emotion. So I go into I love you anyway. So I start loving the fear. I start loving the sadness. I start loving the difficult emotions that I'm experiencing. I start opening my heart to these emotions. And as I tap alone, I'm just reminding myself that I love you, even though you may be feeling a certain way. As I start tapping and start loving and opening up to these emotions, I start to get some insight. Because as soon as you open your heart, you're opening to listening to what that emotion is trying to tell you. So sometimes when I do these, something like what happens today shows up for me. And I'll share with you my experience today to give you an idea how this process goes. So I start loving myself, loving the emotions that I was experiencing the day before. So the day before I had this mix of emotions. There's something that kind of happened that it was a positive thing. It was a positive development in my life. However, I feel that I had this lingering feeling of sensation of being hesitant to opening up to this possibility. So I became upset. I was like, well, this is what you were looking for. Now, why are you not happy? Why you're not satisfied? So I was having this kind of back and forth. So as I sit there, I say, I love you even though you're feeling certain. I love you even though you got this and you're not happy still. I love you. So I start to say that I connected with my inner child. So my inner child, for me, what comes up for me, I have a 5-year-old, about like myself in a 5-year-old version, and I also have a 9-year-old version that shows up for me. She's about 8 or 9, and they both showed up for me. And so they come with a certain emotion. So my 5-year-old showed up in the form of fear. So as soon as I was stopping, I was able to tap into the emotion, accept the emotional fear and love it. Then my 5-year-old showed up with the message, and her message was genuine. It was her own fear for change. So I was able to tap and understand that fear was coming from that place of being terrified of change. And I was able to use my own process to reassure her, right? I'm here for you. I'm in charge now. You can go play. So I do a lot of these in the work that I do as a psychotherapist, and I'm also do these in the retreats where I guide you into this process, into getting to recognize what's showing up for you and getting you into love and process and integrate that experience. So my 9-year-old showed up, and this one surprised me because she brought some information that I was not aware of consciously. And her fear was, you are going to leave me behind. So that really touched me. It brought me to tears, actually. And this happens often in my mornings. I spend a lot of my mornings crying, and the cries comes with whatever emotion is being tried to is moving, is processing. So as I hear that, I was surprised, because I know that I do have an experience where I felt abandoned, but I felt that I have worked through it to a point that I didn't think it was there anymore. But as she showed up and told me that, I was just so touched, and it just allowed me and helped me to be able to be there for her, to love her, and to reassure her that my intentions with whatever path I was picking and choosing to go was not to leave her behind. So that itself allow an opportunity for even deeper healing. So here it is. This is my process. This is one of the strategies I use. I sit down, I write down about what am I feeling, what's my emotional experience. I not necessarily need to know why. I just need to know what's happening, what's there for me, what's lingering either from the day before, or what did I wake up with. And as soon as I identify the emotions, when I finish writing, then I go into tapping. And the first thing I do is love and accept whatever is showing up for me. And then I go into this repetition of, I love you anyway. I can see that you're afraid, but I love you anyway. And when I start opening my heart, then I start getting insights, and those insights then helps me to the next step. I either need to reassure, I either need to love, I either need to validate and accept the emotion that's showing up. So I hope this is helpful. I hope that you can do your own version of it. If you have any questions, post it, comment, and if you're liking the material, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Until the next time.